What's up guys, I'm back with another video and today I'm going to show you how you can have a production bot and a development bot. And the reason I'm showing you this is because in our last video I showed you how you can host your bot so it's online 24/7. So right now I have MeowBot online from our last video and I can run any command. For example, if I do the greet command, I get the greet command, right? So the issue here, or not really an issue, but something that might come up, and maybe this is self-explanatory to some people, but just to make sure you guys know this. So now when we go into our code base, let's go over to the code and I change this back to hello. So last time I changed it to goodbye. If I change it back to hello, right, our bot is not running and this is not going to affect this bot because this is the production bot, right? So if I do the greet command, it still says goodbye. But I want to show you guys how you can test your stuff locally and production wise. That way you can test out new features on your own with a test bot and then have your production bot for maybe like your main server where all your users are going to be using it. So again guys, this is a pretty simple fix to do this, but all we're going to want to do is go into your .env file or your config.json file, wherever you have your token and your client ID stored, and we'll just create a new bot and replace that bot token and client ID here. So that way we can still push our code here to GitHub so that our DigitalOcean or wherever you're hosting your bot will get the production code once you push it. But we want to have a test bot here that will be able to do any minor fixes, but the code will always be the same. So hopefully that makes sense. So all we got to do is open up your favorite browser. All we got to do is go to the Discord developer portal, go ahead and log into your account. So once we're in our account, we see our production bot. So we have the MeowBot as our production bot. We're just going to click new application and I'm just going to call this test or dev MeowBot. So that way we know that this one will be for our development purposes. Let's create the bot. Verify that we're human. It loads in. Okay, there we go. Now we have the MeowBot as a test. We'll take the application ID. Let's go back to our code, replace our client ID with that ID, and then let's go over to get the token. So we'll go down to the bot section, scroll down, and you'll see token. We'll click reset token. Yes, we will do it. We'll reset it. A new token will be generated. Let's copy that, go back to our code, replace our production token with our test bot token. And then one more thing, guys, don't forget about this part. So we'll under the bot tab, right? Then you're going to go down to privilege gateway intents, and this just depends whatever code you set up. But if you're following my tutorial, I would just say do this, do this, do this. Just give it all access to send messages, get members, all that blah 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 blah. So make sure to check those and then we should be good. So now we can invite our bot to our server. And the way you do that is OAuth 2, scroll down under OAuth 2 URL generator, we'll click bot. I'm going to give it admin permissions. You can give it whatever specific permissions you want. It's going to be a guild install, and I'm going to copy this and then just open this in any tab. Enter. Then it's going to pop open in Discord. You get to pick the server that you want to add it to. I'm going to do the MeowBot server. Continue, authorize, and there we go. Pretty simple, pretty simple. And that's it. Now we go to the server and we have the dev MeowBot bot in our server along with our production bot. So then if we go to our code, now this code will be running for our test bot, but this is still connected to our GitHub account, remember? So if we push our changes, we can always deploy this on our production bot because where you have your bot deployed, those environmental variables are still set to your production bot. So this is just so you can have two different bots, one for testing and one for production. Let's start the bot up. Well, actually first, we'll probably have to deploy commands since this is a brand new startup. And then let's start the bot. It is now up you'll see dev meowbot is online, and then we should have all the same commands for both the dev meowbot and production bot. And so then we can use this, we can do /greet, and there you go. You see it's hello, even more code. So we got the updated code, the change that we made to greet. But if we see our production bot, it still has that old code, goodbye, even more code. And so then the way to, just like I went over in the last video, the way to get that code to the production is you'll have to commit this code, go to your production server, pull that code, and deploy that. So yeah, this is basically a simple video, guys, that I just wanted to go over so you guys know you can have a test bot and a production bot. You get the best of both worlds. Test your features locally so you don't have to test on your production bot. And yeah, that just makes your life a whole lot easier. And guys, I got to give you an announcement. So I will say I have gotten a lot of comments of people wanting to see more economy bot tutorials, different commands to make, like blackjack and etc. So I'm gonna I'm gonna take Meowbot and I'm gonna implement a database using MongoDB just like I did before. This will be an updated video because MongoDB has changed quite a bit since then. So that's just what you can expect on this channel, and then I'll go deeper into any economy related commands, or really anything that a bot can do with a database. It doesn't have to be exclusive to an economy. There are a lot of reasons why you would want a database connected to your bot. It doesn't have to be for an economy, but I'll go over all that and different use cases for that. So if you guys have any suggestions in the comments below, let me know and I can try to work those in to my future tutorials. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one.